Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new episode of my channel. Get this since 92. You already know how I roll. Giving you guys the latest and exclusive on music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes by me. So, I've been seeing a lot of things on social media, and this is going to be my thoughts video. So this is going to be a new my thoughts video. It will be like a rant too, but I recently did like the last two rants, so I don't want to keep making videos like the sequence, keep doing like the rants like back to back. I want to switch it up. But yeah, everything's been doing well in my life. I had went to a community arts center where I live in Greenbelt, Maryland, and I showed my art with other artists. So I've been networking. Everything's been great. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all what I've been doing. I just finished this up. Y'all gonna love it. Team Aaliyah is gonna love it anyway. Look. You see her? Oh, why I'm putting this all crooked? Wait, hold it. You see who is this? Y'all know who this is? Y'all gonna be like on the floor. So I already know, Aaliyah fans, we have had our fair share of like ups and downs, but you already know we have always supported Aaliyah, the queen, most high and exalted one, every little thing. But overall, things been great in my personal life. So I've been on a roll doing my art. I will show my artwork. I will make sure you guys get to know me a little bit more better. Shout out to my followers. Shout out to my subscribers. I appreciate all the love and support because this is what I do and I have a passion for it. Now, let me get into what's going on. So, this video is going to be, are you a fan, stan, or troll? Now, let's talk about me. I'm a fan, okay? I've done videos about me being a fan, supporting my favorite artists, and just doing my part because I love the music. Some people are stans. So a stan is like, they're like another notch above a fan. It's like they kind of have like a little bit of an obsession. It's not like crazy like psychopath thing. Unfortunately, some people are, which is bad. It's dangerous. Y'all don't want to do that. But a stan is kind of like a person who, they really love the artist so much to the point where it's like they really love them. Like they stand for them. They will ride on out for them. It's like another way of like, I guess, and this is my opinion, everybody's a stan in his or her own way, which is not bad. But what I'm saying is, I think from what I've seen in my perspective, it's like, okay, you're a stan, like you really stan, you really love this artist, like for real. And then we got the trolls. We already know the troll is gonna fall under the category of haters, miserable people, crusty, dusty, and ugly on the inside. Just ugly people being haters. So I've been reading on Twitter, and people have said like how the music business has changed throughout years, and then now it's all about like popularity and charts and sales, whereas to people need to focus on like real talent, authentic, and quality, which is really sad in my opinion. Because like I said, I'm gonna be blunt, I'm gonna be honest on here. My thing is, things have changed dramatically, and it's really sad that now today music is just mediocre. Because you hear on the radio, there's nothing like really outstanding. There's nothing really that like pulls you in or gravitates to you. And then you have to research and look through like the trenches of like underground artists, independent artists, and I don't know why it just got to the point where it's like now people, it's all about drama, drama, and just bullshit entertainment. And it's like, I see what I see, but I try not to like get into like so much of the drama. But when it comes to my favorite artists, and like I said, I try to have an open mind. And I know and I understand that people have opinions. I'm mature about it, that's fine. But when it gets to like the biasness, it is what it is. You can't please everybody. That's just life. Um, you know, Twitter fans online are showing their disdain for like the climate of music right now. It's trash, it's garbage. I keep saying this. There's nothing really like thrilling nowadays. Artists are sounding the same. They are sounding the same. They do sound alike. There's just no innovation. There's no trying to push outside the box, try to do something different with the music. And then the artists who have done that throughout years, they get bashed, trashed. They don't get the support that they need to get, and they don't. It's like you have to really think for yourself as a music critic and as a music fan, because really it's like this: if you love and support your favorite artist, you love and support your favorite artist. Fuck all that mainstream acceptance shit. Because listen, in my opinion, mainstream was a lot better back in the day. Mainstream was a lot better. It was way better. We had a lot of variety. We had a lot of versatile artists. Like, it wasn't like this shit now. It's not like how this shit is now. This shit right here, I don't know what's going on. It's just everything sounds the fucking same. Every artist is just, I'm not saying every, but the ones that either one, they have the talent, but they don't really have an identity of their own. And there's nothing wrong with like having influences. Don't get it twisted, because we are all like inspired by somebody, but you have to work on your own craft. But the thing is, we got so much of like the trap, mumble rap, mumble R&B, where we have like real talented hip hop artists and like R&B artists. Like, they're so talented, they set the bar high. You know, they're able to like set the bar so high to the point where it's like they're in their own lane. Like, I wish like how it was back in the day, you know, just like when I was growing up, the artists that I grew up with, they made really great music. The artists from like the early 2000s, 1990s, 1980s, 1970s, 1960s, period. And see, it went downhill after, like, I would say probably after 2007. After 2007, it just started to get more oversaturated. It started to get more like bubblegum pop, mainstream appeal. It just started to get very like just redundant. And then now, I don't listen to but only to like a few good artists that has it, but I don't really think that, it's just there's a lack of creativeness, innovation, and everybody sounds alike. So fans, real fans, they're gonna buy the music. They know what's up, including me. I don't care about this. My favorite artist is popular or not. I can give a rat's ass. I don't care. Your music is really dope. I will buy your shit. Seriously. I will save up. I will buy your shit. Like, I got a whole rack of CDs in my collection. I can show y'all. All this shit, I've been buying CDs ever since I was like, what, 8 years old. You know my very first CD? Mary J. Blige, No More Drama. I got it for my 8th birthday. True story. How many of y'all remember when you first bought your first CD? Can you remember like whose album that you bought? Because I grew up with Mary J. Blige, and I'm a huge Mary J. Blige fan. And the thing is, you know, as a fan, I feel like fans should just be fans. We should not get caught up into drama and bullshit. We really shouldn't entertain it. And these people are human beings too. So that's the one thing. Then, this is what I've noticed. Every time people, like the fans, have their opinions, and it's okay to agree to disagree, Why do we have people who, like I said, the ones who disagree, which is fine because not everybody listens to the same artist, which is cool. But why is it like you have to put down or bash that artist so, like, to the point where it's like, I understand that artist is not your cup of tea, but this artist is successful whether you like them or not. But I've noticed that there is this like sense of entitlement, because really I'm just reading by what I'm seeing from critics, from music fans, and people like everyday people online expressing how music is. And the issue is a lot of fucked up shit has been going on in the music business. Even my favorite artists have went through it, and I stood by them through thick and thin, for real, for real. Um, and now all the shit that I'm seeing, like the fans are saying, yeah, you know, like they went through ups and downs in their music career. Um, and I really have really been there for like these artists because I've always have loved the music. I didn't give a fuck about whether, really my thing was I wanted them to keep making music, especially they had a passion for it. But I already know how the music business is. Hell, you think the music business is something? It's just a music business. It's real, and it's not. Because other artists, their experience in the music business, they said, listen, it's just the music business is a business, but you have to look out for yourself. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. You have to have that artistry and that will drive and that power for yourself to keep going. Don't let these people, like the people that, like I said, it's a business because you got the A&R, the record executives and all that. It's a business. You know, their mentality is they're looking for like artists that make music, make a certain type of music, you know, make their music, you know, however it is, stay with the trend. Okay, that's cool. But back in the day, labels really cared about their artists. Really, 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 for real, for real. Not this, what's going on today. Okay, I'm going to be specific. I'm going to mess up. Anyway. Yeah, Pacific. So, like, perfect example. These labels, all they care about you is talented. They didn't care about how you look. I mean, they did, but their thing was, hell, we can always find an image for you. You can always develop your own image. We want you to showcase your talent because you had to be talented. You had to be talented. You had to have that talent. You had to be talented. You had to be talented whether you can sing, you can rap, you can write your bars, especially like if you can do everything. Write your stuff, produce your stuff, sing. You got it, you got it. All you had to do was have the work ethic and also have integrity and stay on your own 2 feet. And you had to make sure that you was able to have a sound that stood out from the rest of your peers. Period. Not to put everybody else down because everybody is supposed to have their lane. But you had to really, really have like a... You had to really have it. Period. I mean, there's only a couple handful of artists that they got everything. For real, for real. That gift is a beautiful thing to have. I don't have that gift. I can't sing. I mean, I can write. Now, I know I can write. I'm a creative writer too, so I love writing. So hell, if I could write a song for somebody, yeah. I can make money because you can make money being a songwriter. And also making music. You know, I'm not a producer, you know, but for people who have that passion and gift, no matter who they are, no matter what gender, whoever they are, they got a passion, they can do it. And we already know the well-known, like, real deal. The real talent, like the cream of the crop, all of them. And there will never be another one of any of them. Because this shit I'm saying, I'm really concerned. I'm just going by what I'm seeing by people's opinions and their tweets. I'm not bashing on nobody's opinion. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying how I feel too, because I see it as well. But it's like, every single time I be seeing these same old crab in the barrel motherfuckers. Like, they say the same old thing about like artists that they don't care for, that they don't like. That's cool, that's fine. But who are you to tell somebody that they need to stop doing what they're doing? Do you have a passion? Do you have a hobby? Do you have something? And it has gotten more into this entitlement thing and this bandwagon thing instead of just letting these artists just prosper. And I'm reading these tweets and I'm saying, oh yeah. I sit back, I'm like, yep. And I'm seeing some artists how they're being vocal about taking the reins of their music careers because they don't like what they're seeing. They're not getting this respect. They're not really getting like enough like networking and resources. And I think it's so sad nowadays. It's like, because of like, you're supposed to look a certain way to appeal to the masses of mainstream, or you know, your sound, you're supposed to do the music that everybody else is doing. But really it's like, some artists, they're just so like out there. They have like that creative zone. We can't put these people in a box, period. I wish I did a live stream on this. One of these days I'm gonna get my live stream up. This would have been a perfect live stream video for real, but I will make sure that next time, yeah, live stream. But it's like, nowadays I don't know what kind of shit this is, but I think what has happened is it's just people not really like music consumers. They're not really like being invested in buying music as they, you know, did before. And then it's like, when I look at so many talented artists like that I support, I'm like, I will make sure to support them, you know, because I love their music. You know, I love their just everything. Being an artist, you can't put yourself in a box. Just like I showed you that picture of Aaliyah that I did. I just finished it up. It took like a couple of weeks. I put so much effort and put so much dedication, blood, sweat, and tears. That's the end of the result. You saw the end of the result. You saw the final product, period. You saw like, oh wow, she did that. It took how many days? It took how many hours? And you know Aaliyah. Of course I gotta do a great job because Aaliyah was Aaliyah. Aaliyah is like pretty much the cream of the crop. But because of my dedication, my passion of doing art, I did, you know, Aaliyah. You know, I drew Aaliyah, painted Aaliyah as an ancient Egyptian queen, because I know Aaliyah, she loved ancient Egyptian stuff. She was like a huge ancient Egyptian fan, and even like the influences in her music, you can hear it too in the sounds. Aaliyah, this is gonna be another rant video for Aaliyah, probably gonna do it, because Aaliyah, people have always tried to dog Aaliyah out throughout all the years, even when she was alive. I'm gonna talk about her too. I'm gonna talk about her too, cause I get a little bit pissed off, not too pissed off, cause I understand there's gonna be haters, but when people talk about Aaliyah in a negative way, when they try to like act like Aaliyah didn't do shit, Aaliyah wasn't successful, Aaliyah wasn't impactful, even after that she had to go, even after that she had to leave the earth and go to another dimension. Where the hell she is, I don't know, but she's somewhere in paradise. But it just goes to show you how very sad that, I don't know, there's just no appreciation to shit. And really, looking at how like the current wave of music is shifting already. And I am concerned about some of these artists because I don't even want them to be one-hit wonders. Which there are one-hit wonders, for real, but not to put them down. Because no, the music business is treacherous, for real. You gotta have thick skin. You gotta have tough skin. You gotta do what it do. You gotta make sure like you believe in your craft, you believe in your art, and you gotta make sure that you love what you do, period. I don't really think it's fair for artists that have busted their ass and they've sacrificed everything, and some of them, they don't, it's like the fans, they also show their colors too, because they're the same ones complaining, But then when it's time to support and buy the music, they don't do it. Then they make excuses. Then they say, well, it's because this artist did, this artist doesn't grow. This artist, I'm gonna tell you something. I read something that is so true. Okay. Now, I'm gonna talk about Ciara, because y'all already know Ciara's videos. Y'all already know. But I'll keep it short and sweet on Ciara. I read tweets that Ciara has been compared by her other peers throughout the years. And even the critics of hers, like the biased critics, they've said, well, Ciara pretty much didn't have the range. She wasn't versatile. She just didn't have the it factor. Okay, fine. That's your opinion. I respect it. I disagree, though. Ciara, when she first came out, Ciara had like that new sound, that swag, and that edge, right? And I know Crunk and B was out. But that was only the sound that was out at the time. She just happened to do the sound like everybody else, like Usher. Everybody was doing the sound of Crunk and B, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, them Franchise Boys, Monica. Everybody was hopping on the Crunk and B, the wave of the era. But then since it died down, Ciara was already experimenting with her music, right? By the time Ciara got to the second album, to the Evolution, Ciara had already created a different sound. Like, she really took a step above, a notch above from her self-titled Goodies album. The Evolution came out. It's one of Ciara's best albums, period. As a Ciara fan, and even the fans of Ciara, we can agree on this. Like, yeah, most of the fans, because they said the Evolution is one of her best albums. And I said, yeah, because sonically, Ciara was really like pretty much tapping into her artistic vision, right? So that's when we got Promise, Get Up, like Can't Leave Alone, Like a Boy, like Ciara pretty much was like on a roll. The issue, what happened with Ciara, how her career started to decline, her management started to fail her, and then she really was fighting her artistic freedom, and then it's like, things shifted, heading to the wrong direction. And then when it got to her third album, Fancy Ride, which is another gem, which I like I like the album for what it is. She did experiment with her music. She took it up a notch, but it's like the people around her, they just failed her. Like, they really, it's almost like, some people, they didn't want to respect her artistry, and they wanted her to be like, just do the same kind of music, stay in one sound. And then that whole thing about, oh well, she should have stayed Crunk and B. I'm like, so that's like me saying, well, Michael Jackson, he should have stayed, because I love Michael Jackson too. But I'm just saying, like, Michael Jackson, how huge and impactful Michael Jackson was and still is as an artist, his creativity, his innovation. Like, Michael, he experimented with his music. Janet Jackson, she experimented with her music. But with Ciara's case, it's like she's no different from any other artist. So people have said, well, Ciara pretty much did not grow. But it's like, okay, she didn't grow, but y'all didn't make the effort to support her throughout all the years, despite her ups and downs. So that's all I gotta say. But it does show how really sad that it's just going along, like a flock of sheep, not thinking for yourself. And especially if you're a fan or a stan, you're going to support your artist through the ups and downs. And I think that it's very sad that even with artists that have really sacrificed everything, they had to revamp. They had to start over. And even, like I said, with Ciara's case, I promise I'm going to make it another short and sweet. She really pretty much is a perfect example of being resilient. Because a lot of shit that went on, people really did not want to see her shine, for real, for real. And really, like, just seeing how she really pushed through, never gave up. That's why she's still a perfect example of being resilient. And she's no different from any other artist that, like, you know, really had to push themselves, grind, sacrifice. It's sad, you know, but I'll leave it at that, you know. But it's very sad for these artists to have that passion and they want to do music and they really, really don't want to be put in a box. Prince is another one. Prince went through hell and back. That's why Prince said, fuck it. After, like, these labels tell me what to do, fighting with my contracts, all that, the slave, you know, on my face, I'm done with this music business shit. I'm going to start my own shit. I'm going to have my own albums. I'm going to put out albums on my own record label. Prince did his shit. He did his thing until the day he said bye-bye. Because he had a passion and that artistic freedom. And, like, he really was very, his genius. Like, he had a really, really, really good musical ear in his music. Like, Prince pretty much is like, there's only one Prince. He was so, like, into his art. And there are more artists that are like that. Like me. I'm into my art. So what I showed you this, the final product, whether you like it or not, that's cool. But Team Leah, y'all already know. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yep. Y'all already know. You know, you have to take pride in your work. And don't let nobody, no hater, tell you down, bring you down, and say you ain't gonna be this, you ain't gonna be shit. I'll be like, okay. And I really want to go to the turn to a Super Saiyan, and I really want to be petty, I want to be blunt because it's in me, because I know that people are full of shit. But it just goes to show you that these so-called critics and these trolls and people that they really try to just ruin everything. But let's get to how the mindset of, like, even some of these fans, some of them, they say, well, I support my favorite artist. Okay, fine. But especially the ones that they always want to critique 24/7, excuse me. And it's like, you know, I just want to be like, whatever. And I think that people who really rely on popularity and they rely on, like, stupid shit, like they just rely on, like, a cosign, or people say, oh, your music is good, you gotta believe me and stuff, you know. But I always have said that as a fan, you gotta think like a fan. You have to be active. You have to stay consistent. You can't wait on just a yes all the time. You have to do your part. Just buy the music. That's the only way. Buy the fucking music. Because that way we do have the power. We do have to say so. Really, we do. We can buy the fucking music. We can slap these haters. We can drag these haters, you know, but we can do that by buying the music. Haters still going to exist, but it would be so great that these fans of this generation would just buy the fucking music. Save up. Buy the music. And then even for me, like, being a music critic, it's like all I do is just do music reviews, talk about my feelings, and talk about my, like, you know, opinions on what's going on. But I saw how people were very, like, people are being fed up. You know, people are like, it's all like fun and games. It's just popularity contests. And I'm gonna tell you something. I also see how some artists before that I have supported before, and I had stopped supporting them because they went downhill, like, musically, and they just do, it's like there's nothing exciting anymore. And I think what's going to happen is they're going to be like, in the future, they're going to be artists that have done the work, the groundwork. They are humble, they are patient, but they have that ambition, and they know what's up, and they are aware of the music business, and they're going to take over. It's going to happen, but it's already happening now. But I don't mean it like being like take over and like be fucked up, but no, I think when you have really done your homework, you study your grades, you stay consistent, you block out all the noise, move in silence, 9 times out of 10, yep, it's gonna happen. It's going to happen. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. And I think that people who really underestimate the underdogs, who underestimate like people that you don't know what people are capable of. That's why I see these upcoming new artists. They're really talented. They really are talented. Some people have really, really like, they got my support. I would say Ari Lennox, she's dope. SZA, her, Tinashe, Normani, yeah. Khalid, who else? June's Diary, yeah. And really, it's like years from now, I want to see them still making music. I don't want them to be one-hit wonders, and I really don't. And I don't think it's really like, especially if you have a passion for music. And then, like I said, you know, artists that I did in my video about like how, you know, they do the music and they do it for their own terms, and it's cool. It don't bother me at all. But I like how, you know, people are expressing their opinions on how they feel, and as music lovers and fans, it is what it is. I also think it's very sad that we do rely on like mainstream success or mainstream radio to even know an artist's worth, whether they're independent, whether they're mainstream. But I think that it's going to change, because mainstream radio is trash, and there's nothing really, it's just the same. Well, like I said, I don't want to repeat myself, but you know, but and also I like how people are saying that you cannot fucking like, you just cannot just be sitting up here talking out your ass and you think you know everything and know so much about an artist that you don't like, when you don't even know that artist, like what they've been through, or like what have they've done to even get to the place where they are right now. And especially with like these trolls are the worst. I don't know why they got Twitter accounts. I don't know why do they have social media, especially doing all this bullying. I mean, and even bullying these artists, and just like, you don't know these people, you don't have to like their music. You don't like their music? Okay. Mind your business. Stop harassing them. You know you can get fucked up. Even bloggers, nasty ass bloggers. Oh my god. Oh boy. People have been lighting that ass up. People have been lighting asses up left and right. Oh my god. These bloggers nowadays, these nasty ass, ugly ass trolls. And I'm not going to say anything or mention any names, because nah, this Super Saiyan, nah. I'm playing it cool, being neutral, and that's that. That's that. You already know. So, yeah, you know. And I also think that we do have to take control of how we allow others to make decisions for us, or to, like, like, it's really sad because it's like I'm seeing like how these fans, they say they're fans of this artist, and it's like, okay, and just because somebody has a different opinion, they allow somebody's opinion dictate whether they should support the artist or not, and it's really sad. Like, I've supported artists that I've supported for years. I didn't care. I don't give a shit. I was always looking for their music. I was always buying their music. I would save up, be so excited when they dropped their new single. I was like, I just wish that these fans would just see the bigger picture. And then it's like, even seeing how like the music has changed throughout the years, even with this new day and age of music, it's just one sound, it's just, or one sound with the same production, the same patterns, but they doing different versions. But I think it's changing already, though. Excuse me for, like, my nose is kind of, like, itching right now. And then, it's like, these so-called, like, people, they said, oh, well, it's not up to the fans. It's really up to like the artists. I'm like, you dumbasses, are you serious? No. It works both ways. It's 50-50. It's a commitment. These fans gotta do their part. Artists gonna do their part. They do everything. Fans gonna have to do it. And I wish to get back to the good old days where like people would support and buy the music, and then the music platforms get back up, like 106 & Park, TRL, and Soul Train. Do you know how really awesome it would be for like these artists to really get on music platforms like that, still to this day, and promote their stuff, and make sure that they like promote themselves, express their art. But now it's really these music festivals, like these sponsorships of the music festivals. They have to do their own tour. They have to make sure that they get that in line. And even artists that have already put out like a single and an album, and then they go after that, then they go on tour, and it's like, that's when it's just a different ball game. But now it's like, it's not like, it's just different, which is fine. It's just different. But I just think things can be a lot better. I think that things can just change and things can evolve, and there has to be another way, another resource for these music artists now to like get more promotion. Because album sales, people aren't buying albums as much as they did before. Album sales took a nosedive. People not buying a whole bunch of CDs. I mean, people still are, but the album sales went all the way down. Then we got the streaming, which is good too, but I mean, it's helpful, but I think that people can really buy CDs again. I think album sales can get back like soaring again, and they do help with an artist, like popularity, their presence in music, and just having that sustainable power for themselves, like having that presence of like, okay, yeah, I did all the work, this is where I am now. But now it's like, really, if you sell a couple albums, it's all good. And then also, it's like, you can't, I'm telling you, you have to really, really stay on your own 2 feet. Because I want to be cursing going on. I want to turn to a Super Saiyan. And listen, I'm trying not even go there on my channel. I'm trying to be positive, because I know other people, how they express themselves. And respect to these other YouTubers. Keep doing what y'all doing, because I already know. I be checking out y'all videos. I see some of me in y'all too, because I be like, yeah. I be want to go off on a bitch. on a biatch. For real, for real. I see myself in y'all a little bit. So it's not wrong cursing a little bit here and there. So yeah, this your YouTube channel. Do you. It's all good. But, ugh. But I also think that it's really, really important for, like, you know, music lovers to just, you know, change the narrative. Just like these artists are doing. But now, like I said, you know, it's going to be a long, long road. It's just, I just see it. I mean, I see the future. This is just me. I see the future. So as a fan of, like, artists that I have supported throughout the years and new artists, I'm trying to really, like, see the future. Maybe in the next 10 years, 20 years, it'll change. Maybe we'll see more music platforms, but it got to be done. I mean, I think we have to demand it. See, the only thing is we have to demand it. If we have like a petition or like a GoFundMe, that petition, GoFundMe, something like a petition, like we want 106 & Park. I think 106 & Park can come back. I think 106 & Park can come back. TRL came back, but really, I don't know. TRL, I don't know how the ratings are nowadays, but 106 & Park, we can make it happen. We can make it happen. Really, it's sad because now all this reality TV bullshit, everything is just, don't get me started on this. That'll be another topic of another time of another video, but I just think that this is the reason why that people should just focus on music and don't allow bullshit to, you know, change your thoughts, change their opinions. You have to use your own mind. And don't be a follower. And please, 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 use your platform for positivity. Don't use your platform for, like, negativity. But see, these bum bitches nowadays, all this shit, after a while, people gonna get tired of motherfuckers. They gonna get tired of the motherfuckers, like the ones like just using their platforms for like drama, exploitation, and all that stuff. People gonna motherfucker get tired. Watch, it's gonna happen. People gonna get tired. So basically, you know, being a fan, being a stan, and being a troll, like I said, take a pick. Yeah. Yeah, but that's all I have to say. So this is gonna be my thoughts video. That's all. That's all I have to say. So I just want to get that off my chest. I will upload this video in a couple of minutes, but I just had to do it. So, what do you guys think? Please tell me your thoughts and your opinions down below. Also, my Twitter followers, you see this video, please, 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 please. I appreciate for you guys to show me your insight, your knowledge, your opinions. Hey, I love to see commentary. You can interact with me. You got any questions? Feel free. And that's that. So, don't be afraid to like, share, comment, and subscribe below. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to hit that notification bell. And as always, the Super Saiyan has to go. Shout out to my followers and my subscribers. Love y'all. So, yeah. So, stay tuned to the next episode of Gifted Since 92. Dragon Ball Z narrative reference. Peace. Bye-bye.